guys, what's up? In this episode we'll go over the artwork that I have in my collection room or statue room. And I'll just give you a brief little look at all the different art, comics, and... Alright, so one of the first ones here is a Transformer artwork of Optimus Prime. It looks really cool. Got it at a Comic-Con in Baltimore, signed by the artist. Really like it. It's a print, but it's really cool. Next is Akuma. Now this here was actually done by my friend Sam, and this is the original artwork, and as you can see here, it looks really badass. And when possible, I like to collect original artwork. I just think there's something to seeing something that actually is done by hand, and that you actually can see the ink and not just a print. Alright, next is another piece from my friend Sam. Now this one, he actually had a project where he had these little like United States priority mail stickers, and he used that with a bigger piece here. He had an A and a T, and he did some artwork with the R to make art, which looks really cool, and it's in red, gold, and black with a little orange, so I love the colors. Next is my Iron Man. Now this Iron Man is actually mixed media kind of. It's a painting, but also I believe they printed on canvas from this artist named Cargill. You can find his stuff on eBay, but he has a lot of cool paintings where he adds his touches to it, and I just think they look really cool. And I'm not sure how I can show you that it's actually painted, but there you go. You can see the lines and his face and the details. So there is paint on there, and then if you scroll back, it looks really cool. Next is the masterpiece. I love this painting. Joker and Joker's son. That's the way, I think of it. Jack Nicholson and then Heath Ledger by Cargill. And as you can see, this is also a painting. Mixed media. And there's Heath Ledger. Of course, that was the inspiration of me getting those two Hot Toys figures and adding them to my display case. If you want to know more about this one, look at a past video and you'll see the two Jokers I have. It's really cool. Next, Breaking Bad. Walter White, is it? I think it's Walter White. Anyway, as you can see, this is another cool one. Now this one actually has gold, not gold flakes, but like just flakes or glitter on it. I don't know if I can get it in here, but it's really nice touch. And again, if you zoom in here, you can actually see all the strokes, but if you zoom out, it just looks like a print, and that's really cool. Love it. Next one, Lady Mechanica. This one has a lot of glare because the frame kind of sucks. But I forget the guy who did this particular one. It's a signed lithograph. I think his name was Joe Benitez. But there's a Lady Mechanica, really nice. And there's the signature, really cool. And my AC came on again, so if you know me by now in these videos, when the AC comes on it gets pretty loud, I apologize. Alright, next, I picked these up at Disney in Orlando. So in these here, these are just like vinyl prints, but they are a limited edition, signed by the artist there. And you can find this easily in Disney World. I mean, they make a ton of these in different media, and these particular ones are just out of $195, but they're just really cool. Hipster Mickey, pretty cool. Alright, so we're now in my man cave here, and it's a really dark room because I really don't have lighting in here, but I'll do my best to show you some artwork that's in here. So this particular piece here is actually acrylic paint on wood, and by an artist called Greg. Is it Greg Horn? No, Glenn Arthur. Not Greg Horn. Glenn Arthur. Yeah, that's it. So this right here is a beautiful steampunk piece, and as I put the light closer to this, you can actually see this is actually a painting done by hand, and it's pretty amazing. So again, you know, I don't love just statues, I love art as well, and you can see the detail in this. I mean, he took his time, you know, he had to do all this. I mean, even if I go to the little hearts here, it's all done by hand. I mean, you can see it's not perfect, but that's also the beauty of this piece. This G here is his signature. He always uses a G with a lock there. Again, his name's Glenn Arthur, and usually he has some sort of bird in there. And this right here is one of two pieces I have from him. It is also steampunk, and this one is the lady in red, you know, with the octopus. It's really I just love this piece. I got this for a fantastic deal, and again, this is all done by hand, and I'm going to zoom into some of this just so you can get an idea the detail. So I mean, if you don't own original artwork, I highly suggest trying to own something, even if it's not expensive. I mean, I have some original artwork that's like $10, but the fact that it's original really, I don't know, it feels different than a print, knowing that the person actually, you know, put their time and effort into that one piece that you have and no one else has. So that is the second piece by Glenn Dragon Age 2, and this is Kirkwall Gate, and this was one of the locations. Actually, most of the game took place here in Kirkwall Gate for Dragon Age 2. I really fell in love with the first one, but this lithograph here really was really cool. As you can see, it's open sea. You got the people, like, you know, enslaved, and to give you some sense of scale, like, look at that. I mean, people would be in there, and you got these huge statues. I mean, it's just crazy. And then the actual Kirkwall Gate, you know, it's up there, and that's where you would live. And then you do your missions in the mountains off to the left or right. Just a really cool lithograph, and it's also signed by the artist. 500 pieces, Matt Rose. We have a piece of artwork that's from Rudy Fig. Now this one is really cool. It's gigantic. I mean, if I zoom back here, you can see that it's much bigger than everything else. It's also covering my my circuit breakers, so that's a nice little thing there. The frame itself is customized with glitter, like, you know. The words here say, "The answers have been around forever." So, you know, it's very, you know, magical and fantasy kind of thing. They're like twin girls. You know, necklace, bunnies. It's a really cool piece of artwork. And that's by Rudy Fig. She does little, you know, fantasy stuff. Next, we're going to go look at the comics. On the other side of the room. So up here, we have a collection of different comics that are just, you know, they're special to me. They're not expensive or anything like that. They're just expensive. They're just, they mean something to me. So I'm just going to show off. The top here is The Boys, and this is issue number 1. I even have some that are signed. And as I go through some of these, I'll try to do this a little smoother, but these are just some issues from the collection. The boys actually ended their run. I think it was like issue 90 something, and I have all the issues. But these covers were just the highlights for me from that series. If you haven't checked them out, do so. It's a great series. They're basically, you know, if we had superheroes in the world, these guys would actually kind of govern them and make sure that they, not govern, but keep them in check. Make sure that they didn't go too crazy with their powers against, you know, humanity and people. So, the boys, really cool. Next, we got Lady Mechanica. Now this comic book is a little weird because they kind of stopped halfway. They only did like 3 issues, and then like a year later they started to pick it up again. Haven't read any of the new stuff, but the artwork is fantastic. That's Lady Mechanica. Next, Kick-Ass, another series that was really, really cool. I love this cover. The girl's crazy. I actually saw the movie first, then I fell in love with the comics. Highly suggest you watch or read the comic books. There's Kick-Ass, there's Kick-Ass 2, there's Hit Girl, who has her own series, so highly recommended. Awesome. Next I got Spawn. Now I've never read Spawn. I'm saying it right now. Never really read it. I didn't get into it, but I love statues. I love the figures that McFarlane makes. But I have the first issue of Spawn. I love the artwork on it. It's so vibrant. Even when you see her clown. I mean, look at that. That is just awesome. Okay, next we're looking at Spider-Man. Nope, we're looking at Spawn. That's right. So here's Spawn, kind of doing the rip-off of the Spider-Man cover. Looks really cool. Next, you might be asking yourself, what's BQ mean? Well, that's Bomb Queen. I love Bomb Queen. Bomb Queen is a series that pretty much everyone I talk to have never heard of it. I guess they're small, but Bomb Queen is hilarious. I mean, you know, what if you're rooting for the bad guy? That's who Bomb Queen is. She doesn't care. She runs her own city, and she is the anti-hero. She will curse. She will, you know, try to destroy people who try to do good, and it's just hilarious. It's sexual. It's you know, raunchy. It's funny. It's a good comic series. That's for adults. Highly recommended. Check it out, Bomb Queen. Alright, now we get down to the different Spider-Man. So, this one is special to me because this was done by Todd McFarlane. So I love this Spider-Man here. They come in a few editions. This one, Spider-Man vs. Venom, I thought was just a good looking cover. Again, this was have gold foil on it, so it actually changes. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a hologram behind it, so it's really cool. Alright, next, I saw this Superman that also has some sort of comic foil behind it. And I just thought that, you know what, this would be cool to frame. So that's Superman. Next, Silver Surfer. Never read the comic book series, but again, look at the cover. I think this is a nice job of showing Galactus there with Silver Surfer. And a real cool issue. Next, Iron Man. I found this and I was like, wow, that is a cool looking cover. Even has, you know, the same, there we go. Looks really cool. And representing Wonder Woman, this is actually issue 1 of Wonder Woman. I'm sure she had a bunch of different ones, but this is issue 1. Really, really cool. Alright, so that is my comic book wall. I actually have another comic book wall. Let's check it out. Hey Dennis, do you like Walking Dead? Yeah. So that's, when someone asked me about Walking Dead, yeah, I love The Walking Dead. I actually started reading the comic book before the TV series came out and all that. I loved it so much. I was excited when they were making a TV series, and so happy that it actually is very successful. So here's a collection of my Walking Dead comic books. Here's issue number 1, which I'm very proud to have. And if you look closely, that's not actually the initial run. I actually got this from, where did I get this from? I don't know, I think this is one that ran overseas, and that's why I was able to get issue number 1. But nonetheless, still awesome that I have it. Next is the 20th anniversary or 100th issue of Walking Dead. And they had several covers for the Walking Dead 100. And these are some of my favorite. I mean, that old lady's creepy. Michonne's one of my favorite characters, so I got that. We'll skip this one, go on to, you know, this one right here in the middle with the zombie with the gun in the head. That's actually done by McFarlane. So I had to get that. You know, you have Todd McFarlane and The Walking Dead together. Wow, overload. This one had a chromatic cover. I don't know, yeah, you can kind of see it there. But you see in the light, the whole cover has some sort of chrome effect, which is really, really cool. Now what's in the middle, you ask? Well, that is issue number 19. This cover here is so iconic for me. I love this. This is the introduction of Michonne. She's amazing. This cover is amazing. Yeah, so happy to have this in my collection. So as you can see here in my man cave room, I have this little wall of Walking Dead. And actually it's not over. I also have artwork for The Walking Dead. So if we go over here, this is actually artwork that's done by hand. This is the original, and I feel bad because I don't remember the guy's name. But I met him at Comic-Con, and he was selling the prints, and I said, I need to have the original. Do you have an original of this? He said, sure enough I do. So he sold me his original. And this is Michonne from the comic book, which is really, really cool. I mean, look at the details. Zombies with the flies on it. And this is all pencil and, you know, marker and stuff like that. Really, really cool piece. Now, we go to the hyper real. This looks like a photo, but it's not. This is Michonne from the TV series. And what's different about it, you ask? Well, if I zoom in here, that's pencil. Another guy I met at Comic-Con in Baltimore actually did this piece, and this is actually a pencil, you know, graphite piece, original, that he did, and I am just so happy to have it in my collection. If I had better light, you could see the actual pencil marks from him doing it, but it's really cool. Yeah, that's not gonna help. Wait, that might help. Wait, hold on. There you go. You see the pencil? Told you I wasn't lying. This is all pencil. So you can see he took the time and did all this right. So pretty amazing to own original art, guys. Not that the prints are bad. It's just it's kind of nice to own the original. Let's move on to more artwork. All right, for this one, I'm kind of showing you a whole wall here, but I love Mass Effect. That is one of my favorite games of all time. Spent a lot of time in that game. Finished all the different ones. And this is a signed lithograph of most of the characters that were important from BioWare. Numbered 228 of 500 and signed by the artist. Just really, really cool, gigantic lithograph slash poster. I mean, basically it's a movie poster. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. That's how large it is. I mean, that's the door right there, and you can see it's large. Next, my friend Sam, again, with the Priority Mail stickers, did this cool ass piece. He goes by the name of Talented Mr. Dotson, I believe. So as you can see here, it's marker. but like the, you know, the details and the gold and the white, I mean, it just looks badass. So that's that piece. So this piece here was done when I was in high school. I mean, we're talking 20 plus years ago. Like 20 years ago. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, this is a copy of the original. But my friend Muna, which I don't know where he is now, hopefully he's still alive, but he did all of this by hand. I mean, me and him were good friends, and you know, he was from England, he was Indian. If anyone ever sees him or hears about him or knows him, Muna Salik, I believe his name is, he actually did this piece. And every inch of this, there's detail. I was there when he did this originally. I mean, it took him a while to do all this, but man, is the guy talented. And this was high school. I mean, it's just crazy. So anyway, really love this piece, and if I ever, you know, I try to look him up, but maybe one day I'll bump into him, say thank you. Amazing piece. All right, next are these little gems here. Now these are actually all original art, and unfortunately I don't remember the artist's name. She's in California. I will try to find her name and put it in the description. But she made these for me, for myself, my girlfriend and daughter, and one of herself. So this is me as a character. Basically she did me as a statue, and as a, you know, wearing a bear suit. And this is actually me in the, I don't know if you're familiar with World of Warcraft, but one of the big, you know, burly guys, whatever, what is it, Gromish or something like that? He has a pose like this with the axe, and I thought it was pretty cool. And then also the little comic book there is Batman, so she put a little comic book in my hands there. It's a really cool piece, and a little hat. Next she did, this is my girlfriend here. My girlfriend loves Hello Kitty, so they did her as Hello Kitty. Next, my daughter here, she loves Minecraft, so we did her as Minecraft. And then the artist, to me, this looks like her, so I was like, well, this is you, so I'm gonna put this in the frame too, which is kind of cool. Alright, so those are those. Next, I don't know the artist's name who did this, but this is at a Comic-Con. So this is Batman, and this is done in just marker and some highlighters. Really, really cool stuff. And the Joker. Really, really cool. Okay, next we're in my hallway, so the sound might sound a little funny. But in this area, you will see a couple original artwork on the wall. So the artist that did these pencil or graphite drawings, his name is Pete Tepang. That's P-E-T-E Tepang. He's an amazing artist. I met him at Comic-Con. And I just want to start off with the detail here. So this first one, Bang Bang, this is all pencil and it looks photorealistic. So I'm going to come down here, if I don't fall down the stairs, and just show you what this looks like. I mean, look at the detail on this thing. Right, it looks like a photo, but this is actually pencil. All of this is pencil. I mean, this guy is extremely talented. Again, so you can see it's pencil. I'll put some light on there. It's crazy, the detail in this, especially how realistic when you zoom out this is. I mean, look at that. That's all pencil. This man knows his stuff. So check him out, Pete Tepang. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece here. Bang Bang. And I have the original. So this next one, You know, this is was it La Morte or, you know, Lady Death kind of thing. This is original, and again, put some light on here so you can kind of see. This is all pencil. Again, I'm a big fan of collecting originals, and to me it's a privilege to even have this man's artwork in my house. So it's really crazy. I'm gonna get in here. I mean, look at the detail in that. That is insane. So again, this is Pete to Pang. He's not paying me to say that. I really like his work. Next, another drawing here. It just looks really like a photo. I mean, it looks like a photo, and he draws this. So again, this is original. It's all pencil. The man's just extremely talented. I think he does a lot of digital art now, but these are, you know, I wanted his pencil drawings because they mean more to me. So, and who is this, you might ask? Well, this is Pete to Pang. I actually asked him, he had one of the pieces was a self-portrait, and I actually asked him if I could buy this from him. I just think it's really cool that I actually have the artist's rendition of himself. And this is kind of something I want to do for all my artwork, is actually get the artist do a self-portrait, because I'm interested in knowing, you know, how do they see themselves, you know? So I think that's pretty cool. So that's Pete to Pang. So this piece right here is actually from Jim Mahfood. That's Jim Mahfood. Now this piece here, I love it. This is actually a signed lithograph, only 20 made, of Pop Life here, and I just think I saw this and I fell in love with it. I mean, this is just beautiful, you know, piece here, and you can just see the detail. Girl with a hood on. I mean, I don't know, it just speaks to me. I love this piece so much, and it's like, you know, when you get a statue, right? You see something, it just speaks to you. You want it. That's kind of me with art. So, okay, this last piece I'm going to show you is from an artist called Camila DeRico, and this right here is wow. Like, I instantly fell in love with this. I had to have it. This is actually a picture of the painting, an oil painting that she did. I believe it's called In My Dreams or In Your Dreams. All I know is that it speaks to me. It's beautiful. It's sad. It's powerful. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's also, she was nice enough because she ran out of prints. She actually gave me the artist proof, 1 of 6. So if you know what artist proof is, you know that they make 6 different proofs before they actually decide which print they're going to run for the mass print. So she was kind enough to let me snag this artist proof. Again, really beautiful. The details are insane. I mean, the colors are vibrant. And this was an oil on wood. So it's pretty crazy that she could do that. Maybe one day I can buy an original from her. But it is quite, you know, it's not easy to afford. So for now, a print for me is works within my budget. But this piece is just beautiful, and I'm loving having this in my collection. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Please leave comments. This was a long video, but again, I wanted to show you some of the artwork in my man cave here, / media room, / statue room, / you know, everything. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.